poached lobster with watermelon and Japanese caviar, soto ayam with bergedil and scallop mousse, 5-spice braised beef, chicken breast stuffed with mushrooms and spinach, and cheng jelly with a panna cotta base. Some 2,000 guests, including US President Barack Obama, will be treated to a burst of tantalizing flavors this Saturday. They will be tucking into these mouth-watering dishes at a gala dinner held at the Esplanade. RazorTV talks to Chef Anderson Ho to find out more about this luxurious 4-course meal. Can you explain to us the dishes?
Okay, first course is actually a lightly poached Maine lobster with a tobacco, and underneath is this is a sweet chili sauce perfumed with lemongrass as well. Pickled watermelon. Watermelon has to be well chilled. Gives a very refreshing taste. On top of that, we actually brush with tarragon vinegar about an hour or so just before we serve. Because of the vinegar, it's sweet and sour at the same time. So we're trying to add few elements in one dish. It may look pretty simple, but the thought process that has gone through the fellow chefs here, quite a number of hours has been put in. And then organic cress, I think you need some salad. At the moment, organic seems to be the in thing, so we have added some organic cress on top to give that first course appetizer salad kind of feeling.
What is the inspiration behind this dish?
Different people like different dishes. I think ultimately it all boils down to favorites, and these were chosen. I guess lobster is not from this world, this part of the world. It's Maine lobster, so it's from the US. The dressing itself, I mean, Asians do like seafood. We are presenting this to the world leaders instead of using giant prawns. So I think lobster will be better received, I guess, to a certain extent. And the Asian element comes in the dressing itself. Sweet and sour chili sauce. Of course, it's not straight from the bottle. We can't do that. We have added some lemongrass to give it a kick and that zesty feeling. The combination with crispy, very cold watermelon complements very well. And we're also pretty conscious about the environment. There's a reason why we don't use sturgeon caviar. We're using tobacco, which is a flying fish roe, aplenty in this world. And it's also very Asian. Second course, soto ayam. You can get it in hawker center, you can get it in restaurants as well, or even hotels. The twist is because soto ayam itself is very cloudy, murky, and to a certain extent pretty oily as well. So what they've done is, with a Western technique, using it's consommé practically. We cook the soto ayam traditionally, and after which we will add minced chicken and egg white, and we will start doing the clarification, because the egg white actually collects all the particles from the soup, and that clarifies the soup, which we gently pass through a very fine muslin cloth so that the soup is clear. The one you have inside is bergedil, which is potato pancake, pan fried, not deep fried, for healthy reasons. And the scallop mousse is very, very light and gives it another twist, which is an Eastern and Western element. Because scallop mousse is definitely Western, it's not Eastern at all. I think a lot of people will be thinking, why is this flavor so familiar, and yet I do not know what it is. Until you look at the menu, then you say, oh yeah, soto ayam. It tastes exactly like soto ayam. But then the surprise will be the scallop mousse. People will just think, what's this? It looks like mushrooms. We're also trying to add some surprise elements into the food. This is a braised beef short rib, well marbled, cooked in 5-spice and beef stew. Braised for about 3-4 hours until when you cut it, it literally melts in your mouth. Below is edamame, which is a little bit of Japanese element as well. Instead of green pea puree, we use edamame. And that's tomato confit, which is also Western technique. We poach in oil, peel off. Just before we serve, we caramelize in sugar, and before it gets through, that's the reason why I call it lollipop. Those who do not take red meat, we have a choice of white meat, which is chicken stuffed with morel mushroom and some spinach on a bed of a Savoy cabbage braised, just a spear of asparagus. That's another tomato confit. This is a pumpkin puree with a little bit of spice, kind of chicken stew. We have taken something from the street that is close to everybody's heart, which is cheng. We turn it into a terrine. which means they added gelatin. It's still nice and runny, but then it has a jelly filling, and you have a panna cotta below, okay, which is Italian. And on your right, it's a biscuit. It's called coconut streusel. That's a pineapple parfait with lime mousse. Those are lime zest. Just brush with sugar syrups and garnish with chocolate. That's for aesthetic reasons. The sauce is a mix of both Western and Eastern again. It's actually berries and red dates, slowly poached. It's like a coulis. And you have a kumquat, which is also from this part of the world, and a dried lily bud but cooked in syrup with vanilla bean. That completes the meal. Of course, without the wine and the pralines, it's not complete. That is for all the world leaders, and that's for the ministers.
This uniquely Singaporean meal will be prepared by a team of local chefs. Watch our other clips to find out more about the preparation process.